So, I want you to forget everything you think you know about Mr. Beast. Seriously, this isn't going to be another biography. Oh no, this is more like an autopsy. We're about to dissect the secret formula, this almost maniacal blueprint behind the biggest YouTuber on the entire planet. Let's dive in.
Okay, this is it. This is the heart of the whole conspiracy right here. What if I told you that the world's richest YouTubers spend like 5 years basically locked in a room, not making videos, but just studying how to make you click? 5 years. Come on, that's not dedication. That sounds really unsettling. It's less about talent, and more about this calculated, almost sinister level of obsession.
Exactly. So let's start with the absolute core of this algorithm. His success wasn't luck. It wasn't some secret backroom deal with YouTube. No, it was what our sources are calling a relentless, unhealthy obsession. And unhealthy is for sure the key word here. This was never a hobby that just blew up. This was a mission from day one.
And that's what's so wild about it. I mean, look at this. His start was completely and totally ordinary. At 13, he was Mr. Beast 6000, just another kid shouting into a microphone over some Minecraft videos. And the results? Nothing. Zip. Zilch. And this is so crucial because it proves he wasn't some child prodigy. He was a nobody.
So what changed? This number, 1,000. For 1,000 days straight after he dropped out of college, he and his friends were on Skype for 10, sometimes 15 hours a day. Doing what? They were dissecting YouTube, literally treating the algorithm like a science experiment. They studied thumbnails, titles, viewer retention. They were cracking the code. Or they were driving themselves completely insane. Which, brings us to the central question of this whole story. His breakout moment. Was this the work of some misunderstood genius? Or was it just a descent into pure madness?
And here is Exhibit A. In 2017, to get views, he filmed himself counting, all the way to 100,000. It took him 40 consecutive hours. Just let that sink in for a second. 40 hours of nothing but saying numbers out loud.
You see madness, but I see a viral masterstroke. It was the ultimate proof of effort. I mean, it was so ridiculously difficult that you had to click on it. This was the moment he finally cracked the code. Cracked the code or cracked his mind? We're talking 40 nonstop hours staring at a screen. It looks less like a strategy and way more like a dangerous fixation. That's not genius. It's a cry for help. Where do you even draw the line?
100,000 and it worked. Yeah, but the method is still just deeply unsettling.
Okay, so that obsession got him the views. We get that. But the next piece of this conspiracy is how he used the money. He built this financial engine that just defied all logic, and he created a system that was basically impossible for anyone else to compete with.
So what does a new YouTuber do with their first big paycheck? Buy a car? Pay rent? Not Mr. Beast. He took his first $10,000 brand deal and gave every single cent to a homeless person, on camera. Was it a kind gesture? Or was it the birth of a really radical and very public business model? It's what we're calling the reinvestment loop. Step 1, make money from a video. Simple enough. Step 2, spend 100% of it on the next video. No profits, not a dime. Step 3, create an even bigger, crazier spectacle. Make more money. And step 4, just repeat it. Forever. He wasn't trying to get rich. He was building this unbreakable content machine.
So he had the obsession and he had the money loop. So what's next? Scaling it all up, turning a one-man show of madness into a systematic, global operation.
And he did this by applying that exact same obsessive detail to every single frame of video. Just take his editing style. The rule is simple. If a single second is even perceived as boring, it gets cut. This ruthless focus on pacing isn't for art. It's to maximize retention and keep your eyes glued to the screen.
And what's really interesting here is how he saw the bigger picture. He realized YouTube is global, so he created dedicated channels dubbing his content into Spanish, Portuguese, Hindi, you name it. He multiplied his audience by 10 times without filming a single new video. It's a genius move, is it? Or does it just turn creative content into a purely industrial process of duplication? It's basically a content factory at that point. Which brings us to the final stage of this whole conspiracy. Right, it was never just about getting the views. The views were simply the fuel for a much larger ambition, building an actual empire. I mean, just look at this. The YouTube ad revenue is just a tiny little slice of the pie.
The channel became the ultimate marketing engine. You've got Feastable Snacks, Mr. Beast Burger. He even founded Beast Industries, a formal corporation, to manage it all. The YouTube channel is just the flashy storefront for a multi-billion-dollar enterprise.
And this is the final masterstroke. He folded philanthropy directly into the business model, planting 20 million trees, removing 30 million pounds of trash from the ocean. It's incredible. But is it genuine philanthropy? Or is it the ultimate marketing hack? It can be both. Of course it can. And it builds this brand of trust that advertisers and fans absolutely adore. It creates a world where doing good is also incredibly good for business. It's almost too perfect.
But that's the whole point. This quote right here, it summarizes the entire philosophy, the very core of this so-called conspiracy. He didn't get rich by trying to be rich. He did it by trying to make the best videos on Earth. The money was just a tool to achieve that obsessive goal.
Which leaves us with this one final question. Is the Mr. Beast blueprint a repeatable formula for massive success? Or is it more of a cautionary tale, a huge warning sign of what happens when obsession completely takes over your life? Well, that's something for you to decide.